Christian Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents Church Culture, How to Assess It, Shift It, and Shape It, by Jim Ozier and Ozier Thibodeaux. Narrated by Brandon Pollock. Publisher's Note. In this audio edition, you will hear references to figures and exercises present in the print and ebook formats of the book. Forward by Jim Chandler, Chief Strategist, Difference Makers Group. For fun, I ride a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. As my wife and I travel the beautiful roadways along the Blue Ridge Mountains near our home just outside Charlottesville, Virginia, we pass through areas rich in history related to the formation of our nation. Not far from where we live is a specific designated National Heritage Area that is 180 miles long and 75 miles wide that stretches from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania to Thomas Jefferson's home in Charlottesville. Along the roadways in this area are signs that read, "Journey through hallowed grounds." To our team at the Difference Makers Group, culture change is always a sacred journey. Changing the culture is not a leisurely Sunday afternoon drive through pleasant scenery and the comfort of, "We've always done it this way." Instead, it is often a wild and unpredictable trip into places unknown and yet to be explored. It can be full of exhilaration and risks, detours and setbacks, dangers and thrills. Hey, that sounds like some of our trips on the Harley. Changing the culture can be hard, but it doesn't have to be brutal. Chances are, many people over multiple generations have built your church. The invitation to change your culture is not an invitation to trash what exists and what has been, or to treat it dismissively. Travel the road on which you are about to embark with an inspiring vision for the future, yes, but also with reverence for what God and God's people have done in the past. In the book that follows, my friends and colleagues Jim Ozier and Ozier Thibodeaux will take you on a deep dive into this short course on church culture. You will learn why church culture is the key to growth, vitality, and health. You will learn how to assess your church's existing culture and how to create and sustain the kind of culture needed to increase your church's impact in a fast-moving, ever-changing, and sometimes scary world. Before you get started, let me add one final important thing to note. I have learned from a lot of great instructors over the years as I have worked to become a better and safer motorcycle rider. All the great instructors emphasize the dangers of something called target fixation. Here's how target fixation works. When there is an obstacle in a rider's path, their natural instinct is to focus on the obstacle so they will not hit it. Makes perfect sense, right? Well, not so fast. The reality is that when a rider locks their focus on the obstacle, when they fixate on the target, they will actually steer toward the obstacle instead of away from it, often resulting in what we writers call a bad day. This is a book about your organizational culture, but be cautious not to get target fixation and obsess only about your church's culture. Appropriate systems, infrastructure, and ministry practices are needed to bring your culture to life. Culture without systems leads only to spinning your wheels and heading for a crash. We at the Difference Makers Group are culture geeks. We are quite convinced that culture is the primary thing in growing the health and influence of your church, but we know it's not the only thing. I hope you will learn from and apply the great things in this book, and I also hope you will keep it in balance with the many other needs you must address as a leader in the church. Thank you for the work you do and for the faithfulness with which you do it. If our team can ever be of help, please reach out and let me know at jimc@churchdifferencemakers.com. Introduction. Church culture. See it, say it, show it, grow it. Ever since the publication of Niebuhr's Christ and Culture in 1951, the church writ large has delved deeper and deeper into the relationship of the Christian church with the culture of the world outside of it and in which it lives. We commend this missional thrust and acknowledge that the church's purpose is to interact with the culture around it if it is to be God-honoring and impacting the lives of people. But this book is not about the culture that surrounds the church. It is about the culture within the church, your local church specifically. The discipline of church culture as a subject of research and study has flourished in recent decades, especially as the corporate world has learned ever so convincingly the role of organizational culture.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?